A con man preys on the desperate hope of prisoners all across the nation. And in the end, taxpayers wind up footing the bill. The bad guy stole millions of dollars. Local 12's Paula Toti shows you how the scheme worked and how the criminal got caught.
He promised he'd send reading materials. He would put them in touch with people if they needed legal aid. And he also promised that he might give them a small amount of money that they could put on their prisoner accounts.
Qadir Shabazz sent brochures to correctional institutions under the name indigent inmate.
They didn't have family members to help them. They didn't have friends that would help them. They essentially had no money and they were left in prison to rot.
All they had to do was fill out a brochure including their name and social security number.
There are actually legitimate prison charities that do offer that kind of assistance and do include on their application forms names and social security numbers. So the prisoners, they were not alarmed when they were asked to provide this information.
Shabazz turned around and used the information to file fraudulent tax returns with the IRS. More than 13,000 prisoners had their information compromised.
Everything else can be completely bogus. They'll enter, bogus wage information, bogus dependent information. They will put in exactly the right information that they know will maximize a refund.
Social media photos show Shabazz with some of the $12 million that he received in the scam. The scam crumbled when a postal carrier noticed checks arriving at the same house with different names. Any one of us can be a victim of false tax filings. If you really want to limit your chances, you should file your taxes for a given year as soon as you can. They can always be amended but not filed again. But it's not always so easy to file early. If you have a lot of investments, for instance, you don't even get all the paperwork you need sometimes until March. So you can see why scammers keep going down this route. Meantime, Shabazz was convicted on more than 30 counts of wire fraud, identity theft, and defrauding the IRS.
From Local 12, the Weather Authority.